Hi, it's Melanie. I'm going to do a video today about my workouts and how beneficial they have been for me, not only as just a person, but as a trans lady in general. MAGA, transphobes, you're always welcome to join me. You can comment, but I most of all would like to get you in a Discord. If you're going to troll, I'm going to troll back, but I would love to get you guys in a Discord where we could talk about our different points of views and see if maybe there's a spot we could sit at the same table and eat the same food together peacefully. I think the next few videos I'm going to do are going to be on things I probably have already touched on, but I think I have a much better, more developed opinion of now, and would like to talk about again. So I think my next video is going to be on why passing to trans women matters. Like, why do we care about passing? Please like, subscribe, comment down below. If you want to, let me know how we're feeling. I did, whatever they're called. I did the Amy Winehouse horns on my eyes today, and I love them, but let me know what you all think about them. As always, I am Melanie. I am a transitioning lady. I am not all the way transitioned yet. If you're looking for content like that from people who can tell you, like, hey, this is how you get from point A to point B, those people are out there and they do some great, great content. This content is geared toward people who are early on in transition, who are considering transitioning, or a supporter of one of us, to give an idea of what it sounds like to transition, what it looks like, and some of the things that we might go through, experiences in everyday lives or thought processes, things like that. If you do not make a lot of money, I do not either, and my wife is not loaded full of money either, and you can still do the thing. Use your resources, be strong, and just don't feel alone. There's other bitches out here who don't pass, and we're still doing it. So with that, I will just give a quick little, I am not wearing any foundation. And I'm like probably 12, 14, 16 hours removed from my last shave. I'm not really sure what time is it. What time is it now? 1:48, and I shaved last night around, so it's been about 16 hours, yeah. Just one session, by the way. I lied a little bit about the number. It's actually, I think, 275 to get all that I had done. And that's like all the way from sideburns and all the way down to my neck. We're not going to go through all the things that I don't want to talk about having, because I'm getting rid of them. So 16 hours removed. This is just after session 1. I have 5 more sessions scheduled. Super, super, super worth the money. Highly, highly recommend. So with all of that, I will launch into the content of the video. Oh, another brief quick disclaimer. I'm filming and editing this a different way than normal, so those of you who have been here for a while, who have seen how things have gone in the very unedited versions, let me know if you like this better, if it's crisper, if it's cleaner, or if you just want me to talk and deal with all of, like, the me being stoned and shit. So the first point that I'll make is that I feel like I am attacking my insecurities with my workouts. That's what this video is about. I lied last time. I really am starting the video this time. And I feel like the areas that I'm insecure about as like a transitioning lady, and I think that's pretty common for us to feel very insecure about our bodies. And like, for example, I can't control getting bottom surgery right now. It just can't happen. I can't control that my boobs are only as big as they're going to be at this moment. They're getting bigger, but they're only going to be so big. What can I control though? What can I control? I can control if my butt gets bigger. I can control if my thighs get a little bigger. Those were 2 of the biggest, like, insecure areas for me. And now that I'm getting a text alert from my wife, sorry. Now that I'm at a spot where I'm addressing those insecurities, I feel better. I'm more confident, right? Like, no shit, of course. But as far as, like, being trans, like, I can only tell you what it feels like now to put on pants, and it's like, I personally, I don't know about everybody else, but the pants that I wear are decided by how does my ass look in these jeans? How does my ass look in these pants? Does my ass look nice? And if the answer is no, I'm not wearing it. So, same with my thighs. Like, I want to fill out my pants. And I'm up to 150 pounds now. I'm still trying to put on some more weight. I don't know where I'll end, but my thigh gap is almost gone. The almost gone thigh gap has extents like probably about here now on my thigh, as opposed to before there was like this little itty bitty teeny face, where like the gap had closed. So a lot of seriously, seriously great benefits from doing these workouts. And it's like our mental health, right? Like, I know that I can only control what I can control. And if I'm insecure, it's on me to do something about it. So I am. And it feels much better. Every time, like, I feel sore walking up the stairs or something, it's like my insecurities are sore. My insecurities are sore, and I'm like, I'm winning there. So I think that would be the biggest takeaway so far. And if you did take anything away from the video, that would be it. I will link the videos down below that I've been using. The main one that I use is only like 5 minutes every day. I've added a second one, and I do a lot other things. So I'll put those links down below. The people that did it have been great for me. Miss Bailey Brown, you hurt my butt so much, and you don't even have to touch me from all the way from where you are. It's pretty impressive. We're a fan of sore bottoms. Whew. My confidence has gone up. When I'm wearing a pair of sweatpants and my ass is showing and it's still there, that feels great. That feels so good for my confidence. That goes such a long way. And like, that's part of dealing with the transphobia, is being confident in ourselves and our education. And it's like, go ahead and say the thing you want to say. I know my ass is like looking nice right now. You can say what you want. So why should I care to work out as a trans lady? Let me do my best to sell. So I guess my legs are not very thick. I don't have the hips of a woman. I don't have the chest of a woman. So now, because I have been slaying push-ups literally every day, instead of having like from my shoulder to where my boob starts, I've got this muscle in between that if I were wearing a bra right now, I would just take my shirt off and show you, but I don't have a bra on. It's like a t-shirt underneath my hoodie. So basically now it looks like the bra is just trying to pop at the seam, even though it feels very comfortable. But it gives the illusion that my boob starts up here, even though it doesn't. That's what we're going for. I have the, like, I guess it's not an illusion. I got a fucking rump right now. I do. And I put that work into it. So when I put my jeans on now, it looks a lot more like a girl with a nice ass and jeans. And that's what I'm going for. I feel good in that. I don't give a fuck how other people really feel. It helps me feel good to look that way. It does help me deal with less of like the I don't pass shit too. Some transphobes gonna transphobe. Nothing we can do about that. But if I'm presenting more femme, it works better. So for me, why do I care? I just target the areas that I'm A, insecure about, and B, that are going to help me look a little bit more girly. And it's weird to think that push-ups would do that, but the idea is not to get these big buff arms or chest or whatever. I'm looking to boost the little bit of boob that I do have, that now there's like a foundation underneath it that'll help like poof. And I've got that area up here. So those are the things that I do and the reasons I do them and why I think it makes sense for trans people to do them. I wish I'd started this like fucking a year and a half ago, but I didn't. And I feel like socially I've experienced so many consequences for transitioning. And it's like some of those, like my appearance is what gives me that. How I sound and how I look and how I behave. Those are the three things I think that go into passing or not. So for me, it's like looking at those social situations and doing what I can to just like fucking punch them straight back in the nose. How it has felt for me at times, just trying to get a job. That by taking care of like some of these things and just doing what I can and controlling what I can control, it does feel like giving one back. And that's a great motivation for me personally when it burns. I think about how hard it was to get a job and I do the last rep that I'm supposed to do. It's very, very inspiring for me personally. So as far as like working out itself, I think for me the big thing is consistency. Making sure I'm doing it every day. And one of the videos that I'll link down below, she talks about that. And she makes mention of like doing it first thing in the morning is very helpful to just make sure it gets done. After work, after we've dealt with like, I'm not a parent, but after some people deal with kids or whatever, it's a lot easier to be like, damn, fuck this. Sorry, I've been smoking weed. But we've got Perp into his granddaddy Perp. It's so good. Back on track. that I only do one long workout a week usually. That's like an hour long, and that's an extra long day. And I'm trying to do more like my guaranteed consistent workout is just 5 minutes. That's it. If I do nothing else. And I'm not coming out of these workouts feeling like I did in the Marine Corps, where it's like, I need someone to help me get off the shitter in the morning because my legs are too sore to move. Because it's like, I don't ever want to be there again. And to be honest, I'm not trying to build like that. Now I will hesitate to say my legs are getting a little cakey. My thighs are getting a little cakey. And that's a great feeling. Like, I'm saying that with a straight face. It's not a joke. I've never been able to say that. I can like only say that so many times that if you're scared, just be consistent. Just do the amount of time you're supposed to do. Don't worry about a certain amount of reps or a certain amount of weights or resistance or anything. Just put in the time and do the reps the right way. I promise you will see results. So I've been eating a lot better too. And obviously some of that's budget dependent. But I'm getting in at least one salad every day. I'm having, before I work out, I'm doing something like super heavy in carbs and fatty that I can burn. I'm a big fan of spicy eggs, you know, get some cheese and that shit too, like just really carb it up. We do like none of the pre-shreds. We always have like well, not we, I do it because I really love food. I'll get like brick cheese and just like grind it down through like a KitchenAid. So I make some like really cheesy eggs. I love eggs with cheese and hot sauce and like Creole seasoning. Like, I'm all for it. And same with my salads. Like, these salads are not like crunchy romaine with a little bit of iceberg and like maybe a couple cherry tomatoes. Like, these are fucking bitch ass made salads. And tons of power greens. There's like spinach in them. I will do tomatoes. I've like cucumber thrown in there, carrot. I like avocado, salmon, shrimp, chicken, like whatever I'm feeling for the protein. I get all kinds of good cheeses. Like, I do not fuck around with my salads at all. And end up just being an enormous, enormous meal. I'll throw bacon on that shit. So whatever makes it tasty, make it tasty. But I find that I feel a lot better. I'm not wanting to eat as much fucking chocolate and sour candy and shit. Because I'm getting a lot of my nutrients already. So I'm eating a lot better. And at night, usually I just eat with the household, whatever they're eating, which I normally cook. But we don't order out a whole lot because we want to save money. And my bitch ass is at home all the time. And I have a career in cooking. So I just take up the duty here. I said duty. I did. I just said it. I take up the responsibility here. So I would say salads are relatively inexpensive, especially if you're like getting a big bulk of them and you know you're going to eat one a day. Oh my God, I look forward to it every fucking day. I've already had mine today. So just some tips as far as just eating. Get something sort of fatty and proteiny. There's like a ratio of like what you weigh minus some other shit, and that's how much just eat something full of protein, and not a problem to use butter or bacon grease or some shit, because you're going to burn that while you're working out. You want to eat that as a pre-workout meal. The salad comes after. And then dinner's whatever the fuck. And don't forget, as part of your pre-workout, you need coffee. Personally, I'm a 6 shots in the morning kind of bitch, but whatever kind of coffee you get down with. Anyway, I've rambled on here quite a bit. I think I'm going to make it under 15 minutes, so yippee. And make sure to like and subscribe and comment, and if you have done all of those, you are an overachiever, and we absolutely love you for that here. Make sure to catch my next video, which will be about why trans women care about passing in the first place. Bye-bye. Love you.